Hello, 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 hello. I'm gonna go story time, but I think one of the cameras got a bit messed around, so yeah, it's frozen like that. So I just gotta quickly fix that. It'll take 1 microsecond to do. Which camera? It's this one, isn't it? I heard it disconnecting when I was doing it. So now we're all kind of good. Bit blurry, but wrong way. That's a bit better. That'll do. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome into the stream. I hope you're all very well. What's going on? What's happening? Happy Tuesday. Yeah. We're here. We're going to do some hobby. I'm going to build some Poxwalkers because Poxwalkers are the shit right now. I've always needed an excuse to paint Poxwalkers or build Poxwalkers. So that's what I'm going to do. I should have a counter on how many times I say Poxwalkers because I think I've already said it like 7 times. But yeah, we're gonna have a bit of fun with that, and it should be fun. I'm gonna do something first, though, a little tiny piece of like extra hobby that's not really hobby, but I just couldn't do it. I'll explain in a minute, but I'm just gonna go through what we got going on in the chats. So over on the YouTubes, we've Custodius here. Howdy, 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 howdy. Hope you're both good. And Callum Freezer, hello. Green7Cat. Got to be a weird reason you're called Green 7 Cat. Do you have 7 green cats? If you do, why are the cats green and why do you have 7 of them? But anyway, over on Twitch we have Ashley Gibson, who's very excited to be the first chatter. We have the boss in. Good evening. Kabrinsky's here. Hello. What else? White Wolf is here. Hendrickson. Oh, good evening from Collins Bending Adventures. White Wolf. Plutonium, how do? Andy Rue, hello. Tim Shabby, hello. Roll the hype script, you're damn right. Poxwalker hype. This little brew, I don't know. Subscribe with Prime. Thanks so much for the Bezos books. Very much appreciated. Death Notice, hello. Ask Peteri, hello again. Hello. So as you guys know, I've spent the last week more now trying to organize this place a little bit better. I've made some headway, but I'm not nearly where I want it to be. But I've made space for all my printers that I need to behind the wall, so I can stop being a bulb boy and printing every now and again on the sly right next to me, which is just not what you need. We've a level hype train going. That's really cool. Psychromatic, thanks so much for the Prime. We were on 88 Prime subscribers at the beginning of this stream, so hopefully we'll see what we end up with at the end. That'll bring us up to a swish 90. So like I said, I was doing cleaning, and there was a couple of things that were like throwaway fails. I threw them out, and then I took them back out. I was like, I can't throw them out. Some Walking Dead action figures that I had that I started to collect, and then I didn't know what I was going to do with them. Anyway, some of the McFarlane ones. Some of my popcorn tins from the cinema. I have the Rogue One ones and that. But then there was just a box. So there was a box, cardboard box, which is the box off of a model from Warhammer. And I'd kept this box for years because I just thought it was so freaking cool. And I was like, oh, the box is empty. I'm finally going to throw it away. And I started to make its way down to the bin, and then I couldn't do it. And I had to take it back upstairs. So I'll show you the box first, and then I'm going to show you my plan for it. So the box is the Basilisk box. So Imperial Guard Basilisk. And let me zoom out as much as I'm allowed to so we get it all in. I'm just going to say that but there used to be a different feel when it came to Games Workshop boxes for their models. It used to just be a different thing. It used to be so much cooler. And you used to walk around the Games Workshop store and just be enamored by their unbelievable box sets. They would inspire you more than anything else. You would see don't judge a book by its cover. To hell with that. The covers were so good that it made you want to buy the models, right? So this is the cover I'm talking about. This is the Basilisk box. And just look at that for a scene. Not just the boring model on a brown or beige background or whatever. No, it told a story and a scene of Imperial Guard defending or attacking across a bridge, and Basilisk in support infantry, heavy weapons to the side, the commander on the top, peeking away. It's so cool. It's just amazing, right? How cool is it? Now the box is bashed. It has seen much better days. Shows you the model on the back and all that. Very cool. So I have a frame. So this frame was destined for something else, but I bought it so long ago and I never bothered doing it. It's obviously quite a bit smaller, so I will have to like dictate what part I'm going to try and save, or if this, like, I might get to a point where I'm like, I don't actually want to cut those parts away from this picture, so we might see. But that's the first thing I want to do really quick. I just want to try and save the cover of this box set, put it in a little frame, and see what we can do with it. I think it might be a little bit of fun and something interesting. New Doc Prime. This weekend I repainted my first lot of walkers. Lol, they were converted in bright thick paint. Oh no, covered in bright thick paint. And how do they look now? Ah, those lovely old box arts. Personally, I miss the late 90s, early 2000s ones, which had the artwork. I love the artwork ones as well. They were incredible. So let me get rid of these bits. Let's crack this bad boy open, and see where we're at with that. See where we're at and how much space. I have an idea of how I can do this to get the exact measurements and to tell before I decide like what we're going to save from the original kind of art piece. So if I take this bit away and I get rid of this and I get rid of this, no, because this is the exact size. Yeah, so this is the dimensions of what I can save. So, sorry for messing around with the camera so much. So what can I save and how can I save it? Like, I don't want to cut off. That's not terrible. If I try and keep the basilisk in, I lose like half the tank. I lose the tank commander and I lose the heavy weapon team around the side. But I think I'd keep most of the, like, you know what I mean? Thanks for these. Gonna come better than this. Come on, you're better than this. What's an easy one? Thistle brew. It sure is. All those toys on the shelf in the back. There's a few. Cuts out box art to make backdrop. Yeah. It got me to buy one too. It was a great box, right? It's so nice. The white card should be removable. Yeah, the white card is of course removable. Ever done any work with... I don't even know the word for the oils you're talking about, so I'm guessing that answer is no. Plutonium, good evening. Medusa's here, hello. Bigger boat, sorry, Frank, yeah. Yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. So what do we think? Is that what I should try save? 100 times better. Lol. I actually used to cut the box covers out and tape them on the walls when I was a kid, long time ago, but could not afford frames back then. I know, right? I saved another 2 pieces of art from some of the other boxes, which was, it was actually from the new Undead box set. I'll show it to you in a picture or in a Patreon post soon, but it was so gnarly that I had to cut it out. But that's what I'm thinking. Do I save the basilisk? I can't. If I don't save the whole basilisk, then I'm going to be cutting out. Like, it'll be like cut in half and it looks stupid. So I think save basilisk and then try and keep that in, I think is my current plan. So first things first, we're going to ditch this bit of the box. We can open up this one. Flatten the whole thing out. Is that what we're feeling? That's pretty cool. How do I mark it? Do I try and cut it on the frame, or do I... I never make this easy on myself. Do I have a particularly good pen that's actually going to leave marks behind? Pencil? Would a pencil be a better choice? Maybe. Will that actually show up at all? Wait a minute, it's actually... It's the outside of this that I want. Because that'll fit inside the box. And that can be a little bit janky. Because this frame will cover that up. Yeah, okay, I'm with you now. So that's roughly what we want. We got this. Of course I'm going to use a hobby knife. What else was I going to do? No go back now. Officially cutting this relic to pieces. Don't know how many of these box sets are actually left in the world. And this is what we're left with. Did I do this correctly or did I make a bowels of it? Did a pretty good job, not gonna lie. Now I gotta put this stupid frame thing in, which means it's not gonna sit flat on the other side. But if I don't put that in, then this won't sit tall enough for these to catch it. And just put as much extra shit behind it to add some depth, I guess. And then this boy to hold that, and then this to hold that. And let's see if this worked. I would have just used the hobby knife to go around the outside. You sure would, Timothy. You sure would. It would have turned out perfect. You silly Billy. That's cool, right? Right? It works. It's a whole mood in a picture. It's so Imperial Guard like. Love it. So cool. Plays Final Fantasy Victory. Sure, what else would you be doing? Alright, pleased with that. I'm glad that I did that. Sorry, rest of the box, but you're useless. So many cool pictures though. Look at that. Showing how a Katachan one would be painted. In the jungle with fuel dump and stuff. And then had a Acadian one with all the chain link fences and stuff together. Oh, it's just so cool. I think I need to put on some banging tunes. It sounds dead in here. And shall vibe retro. I'm here for it. Hydrate. I think that's a good idea. Oh yeah, I gotta have a heavy steel ruler. It's the rules, man. One of the really long ones too. That I can never find when I need it. Like it always goes missing. Or just use oils in general. I've just posted a whip chat, a test model before I start my Necrons. It's faded. White oil and Vallejo fluoro green on top. It looks insanely good. It is on my list to learn how to use oils properly. And because I definitely think for certain projects, it's going to make a huge difference, especially needing to get stuff done. So I'm not against oils. I genuinely have a little bit of fear of them. I don't know how to use them properly because no one has ever done them with me or whatever. So Mikey from Hellstorm Wargaming has invited me over to teach me how to use them at some point. So maybe I'll take him up on that. He's going to use his teeth, not a hobby knife. It's cool, love it. Fine, yes. I think the black inner frame should sit between the glass. It should, you're totally correct. But because it's not like flat and smooth, I think it would make it like, I wanted as much pressing against it to flatten it out as possible. So that's why I went for like that. I think it's okay. I need to add two, still have a backdrop art form. Yes. If you move the box art to the back of the frame, you can paint some Cadians and fill the front of it with, yeah. It's the first time I've used them, just went 1-to-1 ratio thinner and oil, and it works like a dream. Okay. Get a bigger frame, I know. I'm not very patient. I like it. I like that. I like that you like it, buddy. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so I have some... I've actually just got my box of... the shit I haven't used for my Death Guard yet. So I'm just going to have a quick root through here and see what I have in terms of Poxwalkers. The goal is 60. Do you think I've got 60 Poxwalkers left in here? I don't know. I've got another Mythic Blightwaller. Got some more Terminators. Let's put these ones to the side for a minute. Another Mythic Blightwaller. Who in the blue hell are you? Oh, you're the other special ones. Okay. Okay, so 10, 20. I think are they is it 10 to a sprue? Is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if they're all on this sprue. I think they are, but there's a Marine on this sprue too. So now I don't know. If you have more than 60, I need 10 more. I'll see what I do, buddy. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. Got 140. That might do the job, right? There's no way I would paint 140 Poxwalkers. I would paint 140 Poxwalkers. I don't think I would have too much problem with that. I don't need 140. 120 I think is the max, but yeah. If you're trying to offload some Poxwalkers, I'll take them. Everybody's going to want Poxwalkers right now. And this isn't even all of them, because here's the special sprue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the additional ones. So there's 6 on them. So 6, 12, 18, 24. Another 30. So 1, 4, 5, 6. 170 Poxwalkers. That's too many Poxwalkers. So Timothy, you said you needed 10 more. They're here for you. It is 10 to a sprue, right? Why is the music stopped? It was a live thing, so it shouldn't have ended ever. Oh, it's loading for some reason. That's very weird. Did it end? Bizarre. 10 on a sprue, yeah. Half of the marine is on the sprue, yeah. All the Poxwalkers. I feel like I have Brazilian Poxwalkers. What? Going to do 2 units of 20, nice. Tim, did you get one of these sprues? With the 6 additional sculpted ones? Boom, boom. Okay, you can have one of them as well. You can have all the sculpts. No, you can't have one Archeon horse. Nice try, though. Okay. So I'm just going to start... Why is there a part missing from this one? What part is cut out? Oh, it's the marine. Half the marine is cut out of this sprue. Now, I know these are easy to build, but... Who goes to what guy? I don't think I have any instructions left for these. Who else did I promise one of these to? Someone I was talking to last Thursday. I said literally if I find multiples, I'll send him one because he did such a good job with the Poxwalkers in the chat, in the showcase. I still have that 360 spins from website for those. It's me! There you go. Well, here's a sprue for you, buddy. These ones will be sent to you. So then you'll have all the sculpts of the Poxwalkers as well. When did you get the Eldar Cobra? Oh, years ago. That was another one of those impulse buys. I think it's when I went over with Manus to Warhammer World. And I was debating with what I should buy. So I bought the Cobra and the Dark Eldar. Shit. Big skimmer. Damn it. So yeah, I bought something from my Eldar and something from my Dark Eldar just to... I was trying to get Eldar, like Forge World stuff for all my armies just to have them there. So yeah. Okay, I need to start cutting out sprues. I'll do 2 sprues at a time. So I'm doing like a squad of 20 at a time. So how in the fudgesicles are these guys broken up? Are they literally numbered? Is there a 1 here? Are they numbered correctly? I don't think they are. Oh, we'll have a look. Alright, let's just cut pieces out. Let's just cut 2 sprues worth of dudes out. And then we'll clean all the parts up. And then we'll just kind of play connect the dots and figure out who goes to what. I'm sure it shouldn't be too difficult. They're fairly distinctive, like, shapes and patterns of parts. So I don't think I'm going to have too much of an issue trying to ranky them up and make them work. I didn't realize I had enough Poxwalkers to do that crazy 6 squads of 20 list. Huh. Do. What is every fine person in the chat and everyone who's not that fine painting or building or hobbying this evening? Boats! I could have guessed, buddy. Dark Eldar thing is it Tannis? Yeah. How is Manus? Manus is good. He's a copper now. The Gardi. 1 Garda. 2 Nyardi. So he's yeah, he's a totally different person to the last time you met him. do. Um, I have 30 or 40 of the SnapFit ones. They were added in all boxes for times we could add them. Yeah. I hate that the Forge World is all cut. Someone else will get my money for those, to be honest. Well, the Forge World stuff is like not all cut. It's still like, it's just not a separate part of the website. Like if you go to Imperial Guard on the website and scroll, you'll see all the Forge World stuff there. Like some stuff is gone, obviously, but a lot of it's still there. You still buy Tantaluses and all that jazz. What did I not cut out? You silly fella. I suppose I have to keep these Marines because I have the sprues for the Marines as well. So if I threw these parts out, I'm throwing out half a Marine from each. That's not what we want. Painting Frostheart Phoenix feather by feather. Hell's Last Commissar? Do you mean just Hell's Last? I don't think it says Commissar after it. The book I'm thinking it is. Something dusty. Nice. Highlanders. So I'm painting kilts. Kill me. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Must see if I can say hello next time over. Yeah. Just going to finish off the last characters for the clowns. Nice silver armor and gold trim on the old world Chaos Knight steeds. It's not very exciting, but it needs doing, and it'll look great when it's done. I'm painting up the Lord Eidolon. It takes so long. End of May, or may not be looking at some heresy stuff. The Commissar from the box set. Oh. Currently working on getting everything together for my Krieg project. China is helpful. Oh, jizz no. Can't be saying that kind of thing. Reading 10th edition Imperial Guard Codex. Nice. I was reading some of that last night. Painting Slayers, a GW one, Avatars of War Slayer, and those cool badass ones from the Skyboar hand sculpted Kickstarter. Nice. Anyone know a cheap way to get one transfer for each Horus Heresy Legion? No. I'm doing one Marine per Legion, but have no transfers. It's a nightmare. Corn Berserkers after watching your video. Nice. Paying 2 Goramonger test models in my fancy Artis Opus duck egg. Nice. All the stuff I want is not available. Oh. I've just finished assembling one Goliath Mauler. I may want to paint only Star Wars stuff, so in my last one mini/dev some Stormtroopers. By the way, today is day 172 of my hobby spree. Nice. I like not even... Oh, then they're gone. Yeah. Hell's Last was the Mega Command Box. It was indeed the limited one they did. And I want to say February. Wait, is that limited? Is it gone now? Surely it's just available on the website, right? I've also constructed my army that I need to take with me to Warhammer World in a couple of weeks. It's actually directly behind me, but here's my 1,000-point Tyranid army. It's all assembled and all ready to rock and roll. I just have to now paint it. So it was kind of cool seeing it all on the table finally together. The proper army I've had in my head since the new codex came out for Tyranids. So I'm very excited to try and give it a go and see what happens. It kind of plays a little bit different to anything I've ever really played before, so it should be fun. Vespids are fiddly. Yeah, they're a little bit fiddly. I have 57.4 thousand Krieg Channel troopers. That is almost enough to recapture 17 square feet from the Chaos Space Marines. Yeah. But 3 down, 7 left to build. Nice. I've got tickets to my first Warhammer World Tournament, Old World Doubles, end of August. Nice. Are you going to a doubles tournament? I am not going to a doubles tournament for the. That's not what the Tyranids are for. We're just going over to play some games. Usually when we travel over, we only take kind of slightly smaller armies to make it a little bit easier for us. So it's a 1,000-point Tyranid list. Still 120 wounds for 1,000 points, which I was quite surprised by. But it should be a little bit of crack. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this is 20 Poxwalkers. I promise. Pro tip: the Poxwalkers with the 3 nails on his shoulders is breakable. Yeah, what if they break? It's a Poxwalker. Who cares? What's your thoughts on the new Knight Defender announced yesterday? I get a little bit irked when they say it's a new Knight. When it's not a new Knight, it's the old Knight with a new sprue. Like a gun and a power generator on your back doesn't make you a new Knight. So a little bit too much hype for what it is. Cool though. Nice to have another variant of Knight. Void shields on a Knight is a really cool thing to see. Probably more useful than the little spatter gun they put on the top, or the missile pods are pretty useful, but I mean void shields are important. So cool. I'll get one. I'll paint it up. It'll be fun. But yeah. Dear Scotland, love your haggis, love your people. Tartan is fecking dumb though. You be careful. I have 59 wounds. You do, yeah. You're screwed. I've been plotting on with the Emperor's Children models, and my god, the trim is real. Yeah. So have you Death Guard Codex for 10th, Andy? No. Is that? No, I don't have that yet. Not until Brontes has it in his shop, then I get it off him. I love how they're teasing new Knights for 6 months just to have it be an upgrade sprue, right? My first kilt looks like the seat cover of a Dublin bus. 95 wounds in my 1k Tyranid army. Nice. Do they still prohibit filming? No, they don't. I can't record a battle report in their hall, but like I can make some videos of what I'm doing and post them on Discord and Patreon and stuff like that. One thing I didn't keep in this box set is bases, so now I gotta dig out 120 bases. Where's my bases? Oh god. Steady went for the girl. This is my box of bases. What's in you? Is that 10? 2, 4, 6, 8. What, 12? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Why are there 12 bases in that bag? That was weird. Oh, you're more. No, you're bigger, are you? Oh, you're the 28. These are the only ones my brain can't tell apart straight away. The 25 to 28 mil. The 3 mil and the difference. My brain can't immediately... These are important. 28 mils are like rare. So I don't know what they're off. could use these ones, but they're I don't need 32s, but more here somewhere. They're Terminators. Design. Hopefully this isn't horribly noisy on the microphone. Okay. That's what I needed. I just wish they didn't have friggin' holes in them. Like, holes is fine because we just texture paste over the holes, but obviously it's a waste of more texture paste. These are all holes though. Do I have another baggie with not ones with holes? I don't know. Can't remember how smart I was when I was dividing these up. Hint, hint, probably not that smart. We'll just stick with the ones with holes in it, that's fine. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, I have the bases required for the first batch of Naughty Boys. Not allowed to record in the museum, but off Warhammer World, yeah. What scale are you painting? What? Oh, sorry, you weren't asking me. 28mm for the 7 Years' War. Breaks it down pretty simply. I gave Gazgul tartan. It was a long process and far from perfect. Why was Gazgul having tartan? I haven't even got to the white and the red checker socks. Christ, who came up with this uniform? Alright, parts to the side, and then one at a time, clean them off and hoosh them to the left. Go away with you. So to give you some perspective on my Tyranid list, which I think is a pretty cool, like, it was all based on the infiltration like style army for the Tyranids, which the one that allows Death Leaper to be taken as your Lord of War and your general and stuff. So it's him, and then he's accompanied by 3 more Lictors. Then there's 2 units of 10 Gene Stealers. And then there's 3 units of 6 Von Rein's Leapers. So it's all kind of infiltrate-y, sneaky, like the first wave of Tyranids to go in and make a mess of things. They're not supposed to survive. They're just like maximum damage, infiltrate, assassinate characters, that kind of thing. So it looks very cool on the table. To be fair, can you imagine how terrifying you were? You were a peasant and 200 men in skirts come over the hill strangling an octopus so it's screaming. It's the best description of a bagpipe I've ever heard in my life. Hello, Mr. Bruntness. How are you, sir? My wife is Scottish. She hates that description. Yeah. Bagpipes are one of those things that, like, when they're done properly with like a group of them and they're like, you know, like a meaningful thing, they're awesome. But when you just have some like guy who thinks he's good at the bagpipes in the corner of the bar squeezing them for the hell of it. It's one of the worst sounds ever. I built, like I said, I built everything the other day, so one of my favorite things is the way the lictor kit is designed. So obviously I've done one, half done one lictor so far, which is this guy, but you can build 3 differently posed lictors from one kit. I just think that's so cool. So these boys are going to cause some havoc. It'll be fairly cool. Good now, just wrote my first pass at a Horse Heresy 1K Suns list. 2 copies of the current box and some printed bits. Nice. Sounds good. Sounds good. I can play the card, which is the bit you play the notes to learn, but haven't ever bought a full set of pipes. I don't know. I've always had I always think they're cool. Did you take a look at the deadly print bits for the Leaper? Nice way to vary them a bit if you're not running a lot. No, I did not. Is there anything I can use now that they're already built? Probably don't even have time for that kind of stuff to arrive. Or... Yeah, they take a second to print and you just glue them onto the cause. Take a look. Okay, well, I might actually have a look now. Send me a link. Post a link in the chat there. Deadly Print Studios Leviathan bits. Okay. Let's see what we're working with. Deadly Print Studio Leviathan images. Oh, they're so cool. Where they go? I don't want to see that. I want to see them on models. Why is it showing it to me like this now? So basically you print off and attach like sick amounts of gore onto your lictor's claws. Plastic renders, they have paint examples including the Leaper blood. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I think I might add stuff like that if I get time at the end. Because that's great stuff to just throw in at the end. Throw some Blood for the Blood God over. Oh no, I just broke this guy's little token off. Oh no. Will I ever forgive myself? Boom. Boom. They're easy and just fine, kind of fun. Might also mean a short video, potentially. Kind of wish I'd gotten my hands on some Von Rein's Leapers multi-part box sets. I wish they existed. They don't though, because like I said, I've got 3 squads of 6 of them. I've got 18 of these things to do, and there's only 3 sculpts, so it's the same 3 sculpts 6 times over. So it's a bit disappointing. I would have rather have some sort of variation in them, but that's not easy to do. I've been away from the game for a while. What has caused Poxwalker hype? So the rumors are that the squad can infiltrate on our cheapest chips. So obviously people are talking about maxing out 120 of them, 6 squads of 20. I'm going to take 3 squads of 20, but just the fact that you can have, 60 models for 300 points on your halfway line as a distraction and an annoyance, taking objectives and stuff that it's not easy to, you're not just going to like have a round of shooting and clear them all off the board. You're going to have to deal with them. And for the points they are, you're going to have to like expend more energy dealing with them than you should while they're sitting there just being a nuisance, and the rest of your army can go and do what they need to do. So they're pretty good. Yeah, it's like 700 and something points for 120. So it's like 330 or something for 370 maybe for. It's not enough points for how many they are. They'll probably get FAQ'd sometimes too. Normal Space Marines will kill them with a 10-man shooting 40 bullets at them now. Sure. 40 bullets. Hitting on 3s, so take away a 3rd. Wounded on 3s, take away another 3rd. Yeah, you're gonna drop like what? Maybe 10. I don't know. Does Typhus have synergy with them? I don't know. I haven't got the book. I just wanted to stop by and say thank you for all the guides. Your Krieg and Emperor's Children paint guides are a godsend. Keep making awesome content. Thank you so much, Luke. I appreciate that. And yes, I will continue to make videos. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do for my 1000th video on my channel, because I'm at 990 videos now. Just let that sink in a little bit. I always find it funny when, this is going to sound a little bit bitchy, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to be bitchy, but I always find it funny when creators do that, like, end of year review, what I did or whatever. Like Miniac does it, and Midwinter does it and stuff like that, and it's like, this year I've done, and so literally last year was like, I did 33 videos last year. I did 33 videos last week. What are you talking about, you lunatic? Like, you're proud of that number? You okay with that? Get to work, boy. Magnus for 1k video for 1k subs. No. I don't think that really, more like paint 1,000 points in one day or something. That's the current like leader, is to make a video where I pay my 1,000 points of Tyranids for my Warm World trip in a single sitting. Can you paint 1,000 points in one day? It's very impressive that Midwinter Minis is still viable. They put so little out. They do put quite a small amount of content out. I find it bizarre. Years ago, I did a combat patrol in 24 hours. Never again. Yeah. Hitting on two of they stand still. Wait, what? Normal Space Marines. Oh, it's true. The knife scraping is one of the worst sounds I've ever heard. Is my knife scraping coming through the... Oh. Paint 1,000 Poxwalkers. I paint 120 Poxwalkers in one day. That would be a sick video. That would be a painful day. Could it be done? See, Zorp gave up the internet again? At least that's what his thumbnail says, but then his video doesn't have anything to do with that. Do. If you paint a whole army in one day, I'm going to kick you in the nuts. Took me like 3 months to paint mine. It's not my fault. Get good. Yeah, but the sponsors, World of Wars. Midwinter Minis puts nothing out and gets a Color Forge deal. Where's our mediocre off-white? Yeah. I want my own color from Color Forge. When they did that original collab with all those creators, remember, they're all British because it only shipped to Britain at that time. So now they're international. So I've already made them aware that I want to be part of the next creator pool and get my own color. I said orange, though. Just get zenithal contrast gray and just probably sell more, to be fair. I saw a cool Eldar model in your Patreon video. Hint, hint to all those who are not patrons. That cool. I mean, everybody should be a patron. It costs you nothing, like, I mean, except a couple bucks, like a cup of coffee. Am I not worth a cup of coffee to you people? Killing myself over 1,000 videos in 3 years. Are you kidding me? Do the math, people. I'm chained to this desk. I'd be lucky to finish a model in 24 hours, let alone... Yeah, but yours would be way nicer than mine. Just get 10 tubs of Plague Walker flesh contrast, dip everything, done. Hey, don't be jumping the gun, buddy. People won't watch the video if they know what's coming. Give me the time and the food and I'll smash an army in a day. Race you, buddy. Yeah, but mine will look nice at the end. So... Yours are 15 mil. It doesn't count. You just put the color in the vague area the model has kind of detail, which is nowhere, and it'll be fine. Mediocre Guinness black, and then it's like off red, which is actually red, damn it. Mediocre Apothecary Monster white. I heard Jugs folks talking about how nice you are the other day when you were coming on the podcast. Yeah, you know, I've got like an open invitation to attend their podcast. So yeah, one of these days. I replied to that podcast. I just put blushing in the comments. Oh my god, I'm gonna clip it, and he didn't heckle me. Buys lottery ticket. I will, you jerk. I'd make some sort of pithy remark, but those Scotsmen look like assholes. Say nothing. Yeah, it's not your fault, buddy. Like, the models you like are historically accurate, but doesn't mean they're nice. This push fit Poxwalker has more detail than any historical model you've ever painted, and that's just not fair. If they make mediocre spray, they have to sell it in the peachy can, but it comes out just slightly different. Oh no. It only gives mediocre coverage. Yeah, but it'll get lost in a sea of contrast slop, whereas my melon will get lost in a sea of boredom. Oh no. Years ago, yes, I feel like Poxwalkers are quite airbrushable. I don't do a lot of airbrushing. These are contrast. They're made to contrast. So, yeah. Like, the thing I'll probably do is just do all of their skin in one go. So, I'll do all their horrible, diseased, fleshy skin and make it look all sore and dry brush it up and all that kind of jazz. And then... yeah, then I'll just add all the details in after that. The skin will be the main focus. In case you wondered why there was no video on Saturday, I did make one fully. I just got the dates wrong and I couldn't put it out yet. Damn it! There's this dude in the north who does a box to table videos and times himself for most of the release boxes. That's insane. Fighting currently into the payroll to get my full salary for this month. Oh no. I get sorted, I'll try throw you a Patreon. Oh, don't be worrying. The real price of the Patreon is the emotional pain of your pile of shame. I'll need months of counseling two thunderbolts. Archeon just sitting there in a random stuff box. It haunts me. That was only 3 of the boxes, man. There's dozens of boxes in there. What could be in the other ones? If you want to know, sign up to my Patreon now. The higher the tier, the more boxes you see a week, man. Maybe do an army in a weekend event at Underworlds. Everybody gets a combat patrol and such. That'd be so cool. I generally think that's the kind of way you could do it. You could do like Saturday and Sunday. Saturday is like you would have the models pre-built, so you'd have your toys built and sprayed, and you would come in Saturday. Saturday is base coats and washes and putting basing texture on the bases. Saturday is layering. Walk away at the end of Saturday or at the end of Sunday with a full combat patrol or Vanguard box or whatever. Believe me when you're painting 15mm historicals. I wish this had more detail. It's not at the top of your mind. That's very fair. Did you get any of those Goblin Hobbies decal stamp kits when you were in the US? The boys sent me over all of them. They're very nice. And they sent me them. eBay sent them all over to me. My first initial thoughts is that the you want to say lipstick, but it's not. Nail varnish on it is not the best quality. I have a nail tech friend, and she's amazing. And I keep meaning to literally message her and be like, I have a nails question. Like, because it's specific nail varnish for stamping. And obviously she works in a really high-end place, so I could ask her, is there a higher quality stampy paint stuff that was better? You know what I mean? Like, the stamps they sell are amazing, the stencils, but I'm not sure about the actual goop. When either of us win the Euro Millions, we will be on the Mediocre Blue Sky think tank, right? It would be so cool. I think our first meeting will need to be cultural trip for inspiration. Tahiti. Is the Death Guard army going to on green bean bases? Gone. You're such an ass. No, they're going on just normal bean bases. Okay, so shut up. Same beans 10 years later. He's going to hit us with a ban hammer. I'm just going to hit you with a hammer. It's not going to be a ban hammer. Really small and insignificant. Hello, Gorgonson. How are you? Believe me when you're painting. Yes. I'm following your Salamander Heresy guide and can't find my Warp Lightning contrast. What should I do? Order some more. You never have too much Warp Lightning. Even think about that. Well, I got sent the Heresy box. What did I do? I didn't just pick a Legion for you people. I did 18 of them. Time for Space Wolves. Oh, time it for Space Wolves coming out. That'd be cool. Isn't the issue that nails and models don't need the same qualities? I don't know how it works. That's why I would love to have a conversation with her, because she wouldn't use crappy stuff at all. Yeah, I'll give you an example. Here's an example of, I'll cover her name because she might want to know. Here's an example of some of the nails she painted on someone. Just as a simple test. There you go. Yes, that is a really tiny Jack Skellington on a nail. And then there's Mr. Puggity Uggity or whatever the frick you call him on the other one. So yeah. Yeah. So I'm sure I could just ask her. She painted a friggin' squirrel. Where's my favorite one now? Yeah. Like, This is inspiration. This is the nail. Trying to find a very specific set. There you go. She got put in a National Art Gallery for her nails. So I'm sure she would know what the hell kind of one would be the best to use for the stuff. Threatened now. I feel the natural order is restored. Yeah. The Tooth In Code's green glaze is a good color match for Warp Lightning. Interesting, but it's not a. It's a glaze. It's not a contrast. It's does it work? I'm not saying you're wrong. I just haven't compared the two like it was a contrast yet. I played my first game of AOS 4th edition the weekend, having not played since 2nd Ed. Got tabled, but it was great fun, and technically I won because blood flowed from... Yeah, you won. This is where Andy goes and asks questions. The next stream, he has the most beautiful nails. Ha! Joke's on you. I already have the most beautiful nails, so you can go suck a lemon. If she ever painted shields, she would win many awards. She already does paint miniatures, and she's amazing at that as well. I mean, just getting my nails done being a teenage goth. It was great fun. Painting some Knights of the Blazing Sun up tonight, ready to make Chaos version using Skull Crushers. I like it. Is there a green contrast that close enough? You should do a video where she reviews the stamps with you and gives you Krieg nails and Black Templar nails. No. She's like a 10 out of 10 stunner, so I can't have that kind of pressure on me. They would just demand her back every single time. Okay. Now I gotta play the game where you gotta match stuff. Well, what do you do? Okay, so you're the head, which has a gas tank, and I already found a thing I didn't clean up properly. Nice. How did I miss that already? I know there's a mask ahead with a gas masky bit. I think that's this. Yeah, it's this guy. Okay. Where is the vote Andy off and get nail technician on? Yeah. One. So I've started to introduce both the green and the white at the same time. The green is to assemble the model, but I jumped to the thick white one for applying to the feet and sticking the model to the base. I feel like with that extra like gloopy thickness, it makes a better, quicker connection, and it just works better. So I've started doing that, if anybody cares. So let's try and find his second. So there's gas mask body, and there's gas mask head. Perfect. That is a perfect. And another part that I missed. God damn it. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, now we need to find the next one. You! What body goes to you? Is it you? I think it might be you. Oh, look at me. It's like I know the hobby. Nailed it. Thank you. It's the Nurgle box. Yeah. Okay, where's that second version of that guy? You, and then you. Boom, 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 boom. And you have me wrapped up in this idea of painting 120 Poxwalkers in a video. Are you? And what do you do? Are you you? Are you? Yes, you are you. What a guess. Oh, see, that's why we don't use the white one for... I decided to try and use the white one for not the feet, and it just gooped the whole connection point. Scheiße. So, where is you? And then... what? There you are. Building and scraping them is harder than painting them. Probably. Question: which texture bases would be better? Slightly swampy, slightly shiny swampy effect, or similar color but more sandy and dry? Imagine creepy jungle versus vines going through it. What texture bases would be better? Swampy effect or similar color but more sandy and dry. Imagine creepy jungle, vines going through. I like the wetter sounding one, the like proper jungle feel. Okay, you have a messed up head, and I'm sure it's somewhere. It's not you. It's not you. Where is it you? No. What? What? Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Unless it's you and you have... oh, you've got... it is you. You've just got 3 arms. I should have known. Right, where's the second one of you? There, and then there's your head. Boom, boom, boom. I was leaning towards shiny swamp. Nice. Jungle floors are dry, but when wet, really wet. Are you going to show Andy how to paint Poxwalkers? If it's something dusty, I would go dry. I told you that you're a bit of a sassy bitch, White Wolf. I'll just put that out there. I mean, I love you, but you're a sassy bitch. Boom, boom, boom. I can't always be nice, Andy. It's hard to worry. It's true. Oh, well, there goes his head. These guys are flying together now. Oh, you're going to be an arsehole, aren't you? Yeah. I had a feeling you would be. What do you have in your hand? Is it a mallet? No. What is the... it must be a mallet. Oh, he's dragging the mallet behind him. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah. I got it. Everybody can relax. just absolutely covered that model in plastic glue. Oh, whoops. It dries thin, right? It'll be fine. I did see the new announcement that got announced. I did. Good night. I hope you continue to have a nice stream. Thank you, Hendrickson. I appreciate it. Oh, all night with pay to win DLC sprue. Doc is pulling the mallet behind him. Yes, I'll have to do that traditional old joke conversion everybody did, where they swapped out the mallet for a portal gun and painted him like Rick. Wet is creepy. Oh my god, Poxwalker Rick is a thing you can Google. Did you not know about it until just now? New Knight does look interesting, especially when the AoE Void Shield apparently has. Can't wait to see its rules. Yeah, for people who are super excited about the rules, yeah, I can get why a new Knight would seem exciting. But me as a collector, like it's nothing new to me. Like it's got a Void Shield generator on top and a new gun, so that's not very exciting for me. After playing against Knights at Throne of Skulls, I hate them. It's just a regular Malibu's Tasty, but with a new hat. But it's got a new hat. I want it. Yeah, that perfectly sums up what it is. Where she reveals to see us celebrate 1,000 videos with a 12-hour Poxwalker stream. That sounds awful. It's just one of the worst ideas ever. I don't want to do that. How does this go? Are you even part of this? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know. You're you, obviously, right? Boom, boom. Gonna be really fun in 3 months when Poxwalkers get nerfed and everyone is a couple hundred they don't need anymore, right? It's gonna be hilarious. That's when you do the funny reel where you've got like the 120 in front of you and you're like last dot of paint. Ah, ding! New FAQ. Oh, and then you just... Boom, boom. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom. Radio, white background, red check. Let's see how this goes. Paint the warlord for your 1,000 points. I don't have a warlord. I only have a reaver, and I still don't have its arms, and I'm missing an arm and its top cannon. I messed it up. I knew you did, but I need to read that. See, if you painted them, then it's great because you painted them. But if they do it when you're halfway through, that's the sickener. Yeah. I'll get one. I still have both renegade boxes, a Canis Rex with the 2 bigger ones, and 6 armatures on sprue lying around. You should really get them done, buddy. How in the fudgesicles do you go together? Oh, like that. That makes sense. Or you just fall off again. That's also totally acceptable. You don't have a flat foot. What has happened here? What has happened to Declan? I don't know. Do. Ah, jeez, no. Stand up there, you mad shite. Well, we have built our first 20 Poxwalkers are now a shambling horde of death. Death! Oh, he fell off his base. Nice! See, if you paint... Yeah... Is that loud enough? That's the good stuff. They are not square bases. Very observant, Ashley. You should be proud. No, these are Poxwalkers. Not zombies for my vampires. They're Poxwalkers for my Death Guard. I only have to paint 120 of them. So I don't think I have time to do another 20. But I reckon if we haul ours, we could probably knock out another 10 construction-wise. No, I already got 6 armatures and all 3 of the plastic. Cerastus is built nice. The rest will come with time. They are all a serious project. I've never batched knights. They take so much time. Honestly, to me, it's not true, but it feels like it takes more time to build them. Like, I have no problem painting knights fast. But the amount of knights I still have on sprues, and the idea of building them kills me. Speaking of zombies, I don't even need the new zombie dragon pre-order Saturday. You don't even need... Why do you not even need it? Everybody needs it. It's a friggin' zombie dragon. Do. I spent about 12 to 16 hours building Cerastus. That's insane. That's about 10 hours more than me. Why in God's name does it take you that long to build one? You're absolute psycho. I'm just sore because I just spent a buttload of cash and now I need that damn model. You do need that damn model. Trust me, you need that damn model. Imagine some idiot thought it was out last weekend. Sore butt. That's what you get for paying GW full prices? Oh no. That's why you gotta use my codes for Element Games and My Hobby Place and get you save yourself 20% on the product. It's easy. It makes no sense not to. I spent more elements, but first trip to Warhammer World in a yeah, of course you had to buy something in Warhammer World. I don't know, every time I order from Element it comes broken. What? That's mental. You need to say that to them. Because that shouldn't be happening. It should just be normal. They say once it leaves them, it's not their fault. That's not good. I'm currently in like an argument back and forth with DPD because a company sent me another 3D printer to test, and they won't let it through customs. Like, I need an invoice. No. It was free. It was for promotional stuff. Okay, I need an invoice that says it was free. I'm like, they don't have it. Like, I keep giving them all the information, and they just keep asking for the same. It just doesn't make sense. They're convinced I'm trying to scam them or not pay import fees or something. It's rather irritating. Always use Alchemist or Mighty Lancer. Never had any problems with dealing with them. That makes it a delivery company's fault, and Element needs to open an insurance claim with them, refund your kits, and or send replacements. They've set your printer up and are massively yeah, they probably are, yeah. I've done dozens of orders of Elements and never had any breakages. I've never really had breakages with delivering hobby stuff. Yeah, not really. I presume these dozens of orders you've done with Elements has always been with my code, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. They're annoying about it. It'll be in stock by dead. Never had an issue with this actual stuff. The ordering side of it, yeah. Ferguson. Free hobby knife. I'll take it. But it was the knife I ordered. No, that's not what you want at all. Absolute disaster. I think you had some bad luck, buddy. Last time I ordered from them, I got 3 cans of spray paint. They didn't put any bubble wrap in the box, so the cans rolled around and smashed, spraying out into the box. And Elman said it wasn't their fault. I can't understand you having that much bad luck with one. That's just, you're cursed. I use Element Games as well and never had an issue with either. If I buy in person, it's great, yeah. Have you broken any mirrors in the last? I got a free Minkalesk in a box from Alchemist. I always wonder who it was meant for, but it just fell off the shelf. Oh no. I remember getting working in Games Workshop, we got sent, it was when Badrook was first released. Do you remember Badrook? The orc character with the pirateness and all them? And the way they used to show up in shop is like there was a small, plain, simple cardboard box, and then the 2 blisters would slide on top of each other, and then they would slide, so 2 blisters per box. And he was too heavy for the glue, so literally every single one we opened, he was separate, like the cardboard and the packaging was separate. So everyone just got a free Badrook. We had to order them again. Like every store in the whole business was like, none of our Badrooks are in packaging anymore. They all fell off. It was a funny time. Got an extra paint, shit, nice. I done tons of us, yes. I was working on this guy today. I was enjoying his grossness. Having a lot of fun with him. It's such a cool model. I'm determined to slowly but surely get through that Death Guard box set. I don't know why I'm so determined, but I just want to see that box set and then all the models from it painted. So I still have a ways to go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is stuck in the database? The new Element store in London is amazing. Just got everything, even online only. Yeah, they're insane. Byron's just a maniac. He's good people. He runs a good business. Here. No one said you could fall off. Stay glued to your little base. I mean, the first batch of 20 took like an hour and 20 minutes or something. And the second one is taking 20 minutes for 10. That doesn't make much sense, does it? Getting 30 Poxwalkers built on a stream isn't too bad, right? We achieved a thing. Oh yeah, I did all the frame stuff. That's where that extra time went at the beginning. It all makes sense now. Do. You got time to do another 10? I don't think I do. Not comfortably. I think I'd rather just talk shite for 15 minutes. I do like talking nonsense. Like, I'm currently reading the second last Minka Less book, and I have so many questions. But I'm afraid to ask them in case they're part of the rest of this book's story, and I'm going to ruin it for myself. So I have to, like, keep my mouth shut. But it's annoying. I want to know more. Also tempted to just start rereading the Gaunt's Ghost books again. I just really like them. They're such good books. Such a good, concise story. It's so well written and just so interesting. Like, God, I wish they would just release a 10-man Tanith box set. Like, character pack 2, because we need a bunch of more characters. The first box they gave us just doesn't have everybody. Not even close. So, character pack 2 and a 10-man infantry squad. You could also do a heavy weapon squad. And they would just have freaking tube charges. And I would buy hundreds. I'd have all of the. Why are you not sitting flush? I would buy so many, and I would do a Gaunt's Ghost army, and I would be so happy. I just packed away most of the books I bought. Brock, I don't keep books, man. You should read the Heresy books if you haven't. All 50 in a row. It's cute that you think there's only 50. There's over 80 of them. Fragile. Sorry, I've had parts missing from a couple of my orders. Not from Element, though. Stuff like windscreens. It happens with clear plastic stuff on old kits because the boxes aren't sealed. The old, like, Airfix stuff and old model kits. Yeah, they were a bit dodgy for stuff like that. Oh, I finished the available audiobooks for Dawn of Fire, Andy. The last one was epic. Yes, right? Well, it just ties everyone. Like, how disjointed was, like, most of the other books? All great stories, but not really connected. And then that end, you're just like, oh my God, it's all one story. This is insane. Gaunt's Ghost is the best. More interesting than another space. I like Space Marine. I'm a big proprietor of random Space Marine books. Although I tried to start the Space Sharks books, the Carcharodon books, and I just couldn't give a shit. I don't know why. I just could not care less about them. So, like I said, I don't fail books. I've shown this before, haven't I? But like, if you look at my library, I've got the Minkalas book I'm reading now, and the next one I've already bought, so they're both just sitting there. But then if you just go through, all the books say finished. But then I got the red tithe, and it's like 8 hours and 23 minutes left, and I just couldn't care. So yeah, I read the Heresy in 4 months. You're psychotic. Just have my Horus Heresy, another 40k novels, find space for, yeah. I have 34 of the Heresy, nice. Have you finished Hell's Last, or are you including Fengard, which is, I haven't read the short story. The short story is important. I always find it hard to, Hell's Last comes after. I'm not on Hell's Last, I'm on Shadow of the Eighth, which is the second last one. And then it's Hell's Last. And I just finished Trade of Rock. So Trade of Rock, Shadow of the Eighth, Hell's Last. The last 3 books are all going to be the Minkalesque story. Yeah, need the last one of Dawn of Fire. Yes, and the last Beckwin one. I'm in 2 minds about the last Beckwin book. Because I just think it's a load of shite. Like, it's so engaging and it's so cool and it's such an interesting story, but I think the author ran away with himself. I don't think he has permission, or like, I don't think anything in that book is canon at all. I think it's all horse shit. It might as well be in like an alternate universe like Marvel. It just doesn't make any sense that thing exists in the story. The Yellow King and his whole empire, and it's too much. So, like, as much as I will read the 3rd one, I don't know if it'll mean anything. Everyone has a different take on the name. I find it funny. I don't correct people. It's funny to have so many pronunciations to be known by. Yeah. Can I just call it Fragile? Fragile. Are you Spanish? Italian? Fragile. Where are you from, buddy? Currently reading Thousand Suns, and it's interesting. Yeah. Just remember that Thousand Suns and the Space Wolf equivalent are supposed to be read concurrently, even though they didn't come out at the same time. They were supposed to come out on the same day, and then one author didn't get his done in time, so they just came out separate. But the Thousand Suns and the Space Wolves books are like the same story from the opposite perspective, so you're supposed to read them together. You should finish off the Slayer books. Yeah, I know. Listening while driving. Shadow of the Eighth is a good book. I can't wait. I'm like a good bit into it now. There's only 2 hours or 3 hours left of it, so he is Valdor. They say it in the book, but if you haven't read the book, it's like it doesn't make sense. It's like it's another reveal of military force that exists in the Imperium that's more impactful than the Primaris showing up. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. It's just no. I hope it's true because it's mental. But I'm in Canada. I got the Warhammer originally because I'm blind in one eye and I knew it would be challenging. How does painting like I know they. Let me try. Let me just. I'm genuinely just gonna like run a brush across the model with an eye closed and see how. Oh yeah, I can see how messed up that is. It is the depth, so you're like. I see, like I didn't mean to go inside the stomach there. Do you get used to it? Like, does it get more comfortable, or does your brain figure out depth better after a while? Doesn't look easy, buddy. No, depth perception and a blind spot. Eyes are more sensitive to light. Oh no. So that means using painting lights. Definitely a challenge, but definitely a hobby worth getting into. I think it's just such a great hobby. I'm in Canada, yeah. So far this year, I've listened to 300 hours of Audible. I love Audible. Want to talk about author issues? Apparently, End on the Death was meant to be 2, not 3. But Aaron Dembski-Bowden wanted to write a sanguineous Primarch book and didn't get picked. So instead of wrapping up the heresy, he turned Echoes into a version of a Primarch book. I don't know about that. One of the other reasons was learning way to get around the issue and being able to apply what I've learned to other aspects of my life. Oh, that's cool. A clever way of doing it. I'm working my way through the fantasy omnibuses. Done Gotrix and Felix first, Sundering, War of Vengeance, now doing Sigmar. Nice. There's a trilogy that I would like for you to read. It's called Black Hearts. It's amazing. Just read that. Make sure you read it. It's not like officially one of the trilogies, but it is. It's a trilogy of books they did for Warhammer the Old World. It's just really good. So, Black Hearts. I still have to read the Infinite Divine. Oh, what a book. It's such a good book, The Infinite Divine. Oh. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, you're lucky that you have it still to read. Like, I don't think I've ever read a book that, like, the starting point and the ending point has so much literal time passes. Like, thousands and thousands of years. It's maddening. So, yeah, you're in for a treat. Wait, Old World has books? Old World has hundreds of books. Because remember, it used to be Warhammer Fantasy. So Warhammer Fantasy books is what he's talking about. Not so much Old World. A lot of the books will take place after when the Old World is currently happening. I thought if I got one Bretonnian book that GW then removed. I really liked that book too. It was really cool. And I listened to it on Audible and the deaf guy sounded like a deaf guy speaking. It made sense to me. It's a classic bad cop situation. Maybe spy versus spy. It's more like, how do you describe what it is? It's like just two grumpy old men bickering for thousands of years. It's truly a marvelous but bonkers book. Yeah. What is Black Hearts about? Black Hearts is a really cool story. So I'll give you like the opening bit of it so you can see it. There's one tiny spoiler, but it won't make any difference because it'll be like 2 pages in. So it's a bunch of guys and they're marching out to the gallows. all of them lined up. All of them have nooses over their head. And then obviously guy pulls the lever, but like a bunch of people hang, but a bunch of people fall down the hole. And the people that fall down the hole are taken to one side by X man. I'm not going to tell you who or why or any of that kind of stuff. But he basically has a powerful magician with him. And the magician, the sorcerer, casts a spell on them. And he basically, the spell is called Black Hearts. And basically it means that that guy can say a word and they'll all drop dead. Simple, like drop dead, done. So he has this group of guys, so they call themselves the Black Hearts because they have the spell cast on them. And then he sends them on suicide missions because he needs shit done. These guys, you're already dead. If you go on a couple of missions and you survive, I'll lift the curse and you can go free. So yeah, that's the basic premise. They go on like insane missions, fighting Skaven and chaos and all sorts of cool stuff. And then like the characters in the book feel like the Expendables. They're all very different, and like one's like, well, not in the first book, in the second book the great sword comes in, but one of them's like a great sword, but he was disgraced and stuff. But it's really cool. I'm currently reading the Magic the Gathering Destroy All Humans, They Can't Be Regenerated manga. I've never heard of any of those things. A Warhammer version of Suicide Squad. Yeah, pretty much. Suicide Squad in fantasy. Yes, except they did it first. Why I'm looking forward to it. The Horde. It's always nice when you finished a building session and you feel like you've just added hundreds of hours onto your painting backlog. For some reason it's not on my backlog when it's not built. But once it's built, you're like, oh shit. What have I done? Just cancelled out all the painting I did last week. There's an omnibus. Yeah, that's an omnibus of them. 3 stories. Black Hearts, the omnibus, came out 2 years ago. It most certainly did not. Maybe the Audible or re-release of the Black Hearts omnibus came out 2 years ago. Black Hearts. God damn it. I don't know whether it's going to tell me the... That's the original cover, the one that I had. Well, the original omnibus cover. I think they came out as obviously individuals first. I don't know when it would originally have come out, but it would be a long time ago. Yeah, there's one of them. There's one of them separately. So you can see how old they used to be. I don't know whether this is going to give me a date at all either. First published September 3rd, 2007. It's nearly 20 years old. 2007 block. Yeah, basically just came out then. Yeah, 20 minutes ago. Sure. For sure. I've forgotten who said it, but who I owe the Poxwalkers to, if you could shoot me a message, so and shoot me your address and stuff, I'll get them sent off when I can. Yeah, who have we got left? We got 60 people left in the chat, 30 people Twitch, 30 people YouTube. We are going to jump across and raid someone in a moment. Uno momento, por favor. We will be nice, we will be cordial, we will say hello, we will follow if we are so inclined. Put on your Sunday best. And I will do the thing where I share the link into YouTube chat as well. So if you so wish, you can jump across with the raid. and say hello to the person and give them a follow or whatever. It's up to you if you want to do that. Anyone who wants to jump across to YouTube's or to Twitch so they can jump in the actual thing, that's fine. It's absolutely insane now that there's a miniature painting thing. Like, I clicked on the Warhammer one and there's only 12 people streaming. It's just, what? That is just bananas. Actually, just insane. We're in the top line just about for the Warhammer miniature painting, which is just really cool. It's nice to be kind of moving up a little bit. It's taken a long time, but I think it is moving up a little bit. Let us find somebody to raid. Unless nobody has a guided raid. What are we doing? I'm always with the struggles for who to raid. Who's this guy? Ah, we raided him before, apparently. Ah, sure. We'll raid him again. He's painted Archangel. He's doing a pretty good job of it, to be fair. I will put this... Oh, no. So it's /raid. I'll put that there. And then over here, I'll put this. I'll put that there. You can jump over in a momento. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for hanging about with us as we streamed. We had a good time, built some Poxwalkers, talked some nonsense, talked some books at the end. Hopefully I join you all again on Thursday, and we can have a little bit more chat. I'll do some painting on Thursday stream. And yeah, you're all awesome, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.